Hi, I'm Sez Medcraft.
I'm Emily Campbell.
And you're watching the Saints Lounge. Today is Anzac Day, and it's a very historical day for not only Collingwood and Essendon, go BJ, but also for St Kilda and Sydney now. St Kilda are set to take on Sydney at Westpac Stadium in New Zealand, Wellington. Now, I'm wearing the merchandise. More than 2,500 St Kilda supporters made the trip over to New Zealand to cheer on the boys. That's a pretty big effort, and there was 23,000 people at the game tonight. So it's fantastic support for the game. The crowd was very vocal, very loud, and trying to get St Kilda over the line. Unfortunately, we just didn't make it, but it was such a relief to finally have a working forward line. So, Emily, your thoughts on the game. How did we go?
We got off to a flying start with the first goal being kicked by Koschitzke.
Boy, have we missed him.
Absolutely. Look, it was a very close game. I'm very happy with the boys' effort. Look, in the third quarter, it looked like we were going to be beaten by a lot, but we came back in the fourth quarter. We nearly won the game. We got within a goal, but
it was typical St Kilda-like fashion of the old St Kilda, where we never gave up. We kept fighting to the end, and we really did. When Joey kicked that goal, we really did back ourselves. We really did think we could win.
Yeah, and I also think there were just some unlucky shots at goal. Like poor Ahmed Saad missed 2 goals, which normally he wouldn't.
I think the umpires trying to hurry him up makes him stress out a bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it was just, I don't know who else, where some of our players just missed unlucky shots. And if we got those goals, actually we would have won.
It's great to see that finally Adam Goodes did not have an impact on the game. That was because for most of the game, Reece Stanley was on him. But when he went back into the forward line, Sam Fisher played on him, and both players did exceptionally well.
Yeah, and I think Reece is really good in the back. I think he's very good at defending.
He's definitely making a name for himself in the back line. Well done, Reece. Now, we've had a lot of new players this year. Tom Lee didn't do much, but he will be a star in the future.
Seb Ross as well.
Yeah, he was tremendous today. Nathan Wright was also fantastic. Brodie Murdoch and Josh Saunders. But the one we need to say a special mention to is Dylan Robertson.
Yes.
Dylan Robertson has slotted right into the St Kilda backline, and since making his debut, he hasn't looked back, has he?
No, absolutely not. And if he continues to, do what he's doing, fight for the ball, and just not give up, he could even be the next Sammy Gilbert, I think.
Sam Gilbert. What a game from Sam Gilbert.
He has had a terrific season so far. I think he's probably been one of our best players, if not our best player all season. He's just been, tremendous, and I'm very proud of him.
And we saw Nick Del Santo in the last quarter get back to his brilliant best. I was stressing at halftime, going, how the hell are we going to get Del into the game? And suddenly he just popped up and got himself back into the game, which is a very, very positive sign.
Yeah, and look, it was, again, he had a shot at goal. He just almost made it, but just didn't get quite there. It was disappointing. But like I was saying, Sarah, look, if we got some of those unlucky, behinds, we would have won if they were goals. But it was just, I hope for next week's game.
Mind you that there was an umpiring decision too that went against us.
Yes.
Not blaming the umpires at all. They do a fantastic job most of the time. But it was clearly touched.
Yeah. Oh, when Jaron Geary went and kicked that goal, that was just unbelievable. And you could clearly tell it was touched. You know, clearly when they did the replay about 2 or 3 times in a row. But and I think the commentators before the game
and during the game, they
yes.
were very Sydney biased. It was absolutely disgusting the way they were saying that Justin Koschitzke is finished. I think most St Kilda supporters were very, very impressed with Justin's game. And clearly that is what has been missing in our game.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I don't think it's correct. It's incorrect for the commentators to kind of, you know, just to be biased towards a specific side, and just say, oh, we're just gonna get our ass kicked and everything.
At some stages, I wanted to throw bricks through the TV. They were that annoying.
Yeah, I understand, Sarah. I totally agree with you on that. 100%.
Now, BJ's mate, Thumper, aka Jaron Geary, he has taken his game to a new level this year.
I'm so impressed with Jaron Geary. I remember when he started playing senior footy, he sometimes, you know, he was a bit nervous and dropped the marks, but he's just he gets the marks like all the time. He's so accurate and he can run so fast. He's just unbelievable. I think there's future captaincy hope for him even.
Definitely, definitely. Armo was a bit quiet tonight.
You know his normal self.
Yeah, but maybe teams have started to target Armo a bit more because they realise how much of a gun he is.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Stephen was another one that was fantastic.
Absolutely, and I think he's very cautious of not getting caught holding the ball, because I remember last season he would get the ball and sometimes he was very slow with his decision making, but he's really improving.
And of course we can't go past Lenny Hayes.
Lenny Hayes, a true champion. What else can I say?
Nick Revolt.
He had a terrific game, and Nick, but again, I felt he was running when Cozzy wasn't on here to run all over the field. That shouldn't happen.
I definitely believe that we need to keep one player at all times in our forward line.
Yes.
Because our midfield are very good at getting the ball, but they look up and they see no one in the forward line.
Yeah, and that's where
yes, they can run it down, but then what? By the time they run it all the way from the midfield down, they would be pretty much exhausted. So we need a tall target in the forward line at all times.
I totally agree with you on that, Sarah. And like I said, it's not fair for Nicky Revolt to be running as he has in previous weeks and stuff. And with having Cozzy back, you know. And it was unfortunate that in the end, I think he got, concussion? And hopefully he'll be right for next week.
Lee Montagna almost became a match winner for St Kilda. He had a fantastic game. He would have to be leading our best and fairest at the moment. What do you think of his game?
Look, I think it was tremendous, Sarah, and that goal that he kicked really got the crowd pumping and thinking, yep, St Kilda can do it. It's still not over.
It was quite embarrassing that it was louder than most Etihad games at the moment. Obviously, St Kilda have really done a good job in promoting the game in New Zealand, and we look forward to all going over there next year to support the boys. Unfortunately, we didn't get the points tonight, but massive, massive improvements. And I'm very, very confident that we have the team to beat Collingwood next week.
Yeah. Look, if they continue to keep fighting for it and not giving up, there's no reason why we can't win.
I think we are missing Farron Ray at the moment,
In the midfield especially, yep.
And I hate to say it, but we do really miss Graham and Goddard.
Yeah, I know, but what can we do? But, just need people to replace them, I guess.
I'm Saz Medcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
You've been watching the Saints Lounge. And Emily, what do you do to sign up after that performance?
1300 Go Saints or www.saints.com.au.
Thanks for watching.